Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I made a video, but if you're new, my name is Orlagh and today we are going to do a bit of a review. So I've wanted a clothes steamer for a while because I don't own an iron. I can't be bothered, to be honest, and then it got to the point where I thought some of my clothes I'm not wearing because they're always creased, and you know, what point is there in having that situation? Can't think of a better phrase. So I bought the Philips Steam and Go. This is what the packaging looks like. I do want to say that when I first bought this it was faulty and I had to return it and get another one, but luckily I've had no problems with the new one, so that's really good. This is what the packaging looks like. It comes in this purple box, and the thing that attracted me to this steamer was the fact it was portable. I don't want something that's too heavy that I've got to cart everywhere. I'm not necessarily planning on traveling with this, but it's always a good option. And also as well, I really like the design, and I think anything that looks better that's designed to help you with household chores makes me want to use it more. I don't know if that's a bad thing, it's just marketing, but there we go, that's the world we live in. So it comes, well, it comes separately, but you do get this little carry bag with it, so it's great again just to kind of store it in a cupboard or a drawer. You get this heat-proof glove, which I'm not gonna lie, isn't that useful. I mean, obviously it protects your hands from the steam, which is important, but I feel like it's quite big and a bit clunky, so not a massive fan of that, although it does make me look like some sort of space-aged astronaut who's about to take a delicious pizza out of the space oven, so swings and roundabouts. So this is what it looks like. It's really well designed. It's black with gold writing, and here is the water tank. I'd say the cord is long enough for you to stretch to get your clothes steamed, but I wouldn't say it's the longest cord ever. I mean, you could use an extension cable if you needed to, but this is what it looks like. You have this lever here which you push to release the steam, and then you can use this both horizontally and which one's which? Horizontally and vertically, which is great because not all steamers can do that. Oh, this is the Steam and Go Plus, by the way. I don't know if there's just the Steam and Go, but just in case. And this is the water tank. So you detach this, fill it up with water, pop it in here, Bob's your uncle, press the button. I'd say it takes about 40 seconds to heat up, and then when the light stops flashing or turns off, it's ready to use. So I'm going to run through a couple of pros and cons, and then I'll show you what it is like in action. So the first pro, as I said, I really like the design. I think it's quite portable, and again, I think the fact it's black and gold, I think just makes it look a bit better rather than like a white one, for example. It's lightweight. I mean, I could easily steam, I think I steamed 7 or 8 items the other day and I didn't feel like it was too heavy. So I think if that's something you are thinking about, whether it's too heavy or not, I will put the dimensions or the link to the product in the down box so you can check. But I think it's really easy to use whether you want to do it vertically or horizontally. Another pro is the fact that it actually works, which is always great. I saw some quite mixed reviews. Bearing in mind I am using this for t-shirts, dresses, everyday items. I don't have a strict workwear wardrobe. I'm not wanting to wear really crisp suits or blouses on an everyday basis. So I did see some people say if you wear suits that this isn't the best thing. So that is something to bear in mind case by case on what you're going to use it for. But for everyday items, I find it works really well at decreasing it. And if any of the creases are extra stubborn, you can press it towards the item as well, so you have the steam that comes out and the hot plate itself, which is really useful. You do also get a brush head with it, which I've misplaced. I think it's somewhere. I'll show it in another separate clip. So if you do want to use this for like suede or something a little bit more, I don't know, or even furniture, you could use this with the brush attachment. So that's a good little extra thing to have. Okay, moving on to some of the cons. Like a lot of the other reviews do say, the water tank is really small. I had to refill this probably every 2 items, and again, it depends how creased the item is. If you need to spend a long time going over it, then obviously you are going to use more steam. So that is something to bear in mind. I mean, you could do it close to a sink, or you could have a small jug ready to refill it when you need it. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a bit annoying. But I guess, again, you have to think, well, if the tank was bigger, it would be heavier, so you know, you do need to take that into account. And on my first one, this slipped out every couple of seconds, like it really was quite loose, and it didn't produce steam, which was why it was faulty and sent back. This one clips in really well, and I find you don't have to use too much force to press it down, which is good. The other con I would say is, like I said before, the glove. It's not really that great, so I might look into getting another, oh, I'm holding it like a baby. I might look into getting another heat-proof glove to see if that works any better. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of clips of what it's like in action, and you can see for yourself. Okay, so we're working with a little bit of evening sun here, but as you can see, when I do it, I keep the bag as almost like a heat-proof mat. And here is the water tank, so I've just filled it up with water, and then all you need to do is put it on like that and then slide it up, and then it's good to go. So I'm going to plug this in right now. So I'm going to zoom you in for a bit of a before, and then I can do an after. It isn't really picking up all of the creases, but on the bottom, for example, here you can see it's quite creased. Right, okay, so we're going to start with this t-shirt first. It's kind of hung weirdly on the wall, so I hope you can kind of see the creases, but you've got a few creases here. Just looks a little bit bedraggled. So I'm going to turn this on and then wait for it to heat up. And this is the brush head I was talking about before, which is good for like fabrics that are maybe a bit thicker or sturdier. And then we're going to try again with the heat-proof oven mitt and just see how we get on. So, as I said before, you just want to press it down. So you want to press down, and I don't know if you'll be able to see properly, but the steam is coming out. So again, you just want to go more or less, I go in the direction of the creases. So this is what it looks like after. I think it's quite hard to tell on camera, so I'm going to get a shirt and do that instead, but you can just see it's falling a lot nicer, and if I take you in a bit closer you can just see the cotton's relaxed a little bit. Okay, so hopefully this will demonstrate how it works a bit better. So I've got one of my shirts, it's a cotton shirt, and it creases very badly, especially near the sleeves. So this is what it looks like before. That is one thing I'd say, is that sometimes when it's nearly at the end of the water tank you do get a few water spots. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if you were about to wear this right now, it would be a bit of a pain. Okay, so this is what it looks like after. It freshens it up a lot, and as you can see, like the majority of the creases have gone. For example, here though, on the sleeves, I've managed to get most of it, but these end bits are just nearly impossible to get unless you do put it on an ironing board. And the whole point of a steamer isn't really to have an ironing board. But it does look a lot fresher, and it does look a lot less crinkled than before. But as they say on the packaging, this isn't really meant to replace a traditional iron, so it's not aiming to get shirts really crisp, but as you can see, it's definitely a lot more wearable than it was before. Okay, well thank you so much for watching this review. I hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments down below if you own this steamer or if you're interested in buying it, and let me know your thoughts. Has this video made you want to buy a steamer, or do you just want to put all your clothes in a tiny ball in the corner of the room? Each to their own. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you over on this channel, and make sure to give this video a like because that'd be much appreciated, and I hope to see you again around these parts soon. Thanks, bye.